Well, I have a bit of a problem. Actually, it's a major problem. And I don't know what to do about it. Other than to reset my password. Unless I can find my password book in the next couple seconds. This really is not good. And I don't know where else it could be. If I'm being totally honest. I know I've had it. Because I've used it. But right now, I can't get into my Chromebook without the password. I can't see messages or anything. So, yeah, not my thing, dude. I may have to pause live for a bit. Because I need that notebook, and that notebook is missing. I don't believe this. Sorry, guys. Carol, hang tight. If you're in live, Carol, hang tight for a second or two. I don't understand this. is a notebook that I know I had just up and disappeared. It wouldn't be so bad, except for that I really need that notebook. Sorry, guys. I may have to cancel live until I can find it. Carol, are you on? No, I usually am way more better at this, but I'm gonna have to cancel live. Carol, I'm having issues. I can't access my Chromebook. And it has my password, I can't find my password notebook. And without it, I can't access live. Like at all. And I know I had it. Yeah, it's a big uh-oh. Where's that? Sorry, guys. I might have to cancel live for tonight. I have it. I can't do anything about it. I mean, I can access it on my computer, I guess, and print it off. But that doesn't solve the bigger issue. I mean, I'll have to see if I can print it off. Maybe. Come on. Oh, I found it, Carol. Now I find it. I found it. Whew. I should restart live is what I should do. But I'm not going to do that. Sorry, guys. I am really, really, really sorry. I don't usually have these problems. Not quite this bad. We just have to... I have to get it figured out. Usually by now I'm halfway through the script. Everything is good. There it is. Okay, so I apologize to everybody. But this is what happens when chaos hits and I start cleaning. Everything gets lost. Okay, so tonight we are talking about the Babirussa. Now, if you don't know what a Babirussa is, that's a Babirussa. So it is a pig. It is related to the wild boar. Um, so yeah, it's a pig. It's a big pig. It's related to this. And yeah, now they look a little bit different. They do have hair. They are a mammal. But it's not why we are here. We're here to talk about it, yes, but we're here to learn. So, a little bit about the Babirussa. There are 3 species that are listed on the IUCN Red Book list. The Tonganian, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Silicue, Salacy. Oh my goodness. I got myself all stressed out and now nothing is working. We're going to switch. I'm going to switch accounts so I can come into live because... Yes, thank you. That is the word. And the hairy. So first, let's talk about the Babirussa. Yes, thank you, thank you. If you don't know what a Babirussa is, like I said earlier, it is a species of pig. I need to fix that. I don't... Tonganian. Tungi N. Anyway, y'all can figure that out. They are native to Southeast Asia. Litter size... I cannot escape that light. Litter sizes are pretty small. For this animal. There's usually just 1 or 2 babies. And these guys live in groups of 5 to 15 animals. Now, males fight for the right to breed. And these are a rainforest animal. Since we're dealing with 3 different species, this makes this really hard to do. The Tajian Babirussa is endangered. Its population trend is for it to continue to lose individuals, and it numbers around 1,000. The anyway, the other one is vulnerable. It is population trend is decreasing. there are around 9,999 individuals. And the last one is the hairy, and it is also vulnerable, and its population trend is decreasing. I could not get a population for them. Now these guys are hit by a couple of different areas. The first one being habitat loss, and habitat loss is huge for any animal. But it seems like a lot of these animals are suffering from the same issue. So if you live in Indonesia and you're an animal, you're probably suffering from some form of habitat loss. Especially if you're a larger mammal. It's not the best situation. Another thing that affects these animals is that, they're a pig, so their meat is really good. And that causes overhunting. Now, the one that you're most likely to see in American zoos is come on. Be a good little, there it goes. There it goes. Now I got it. Woohoo! Now all I have to do is be able to spell. So if you go to a zoo in the United States, and chances are really good, that is the species that you're going to see in American zoos. Now, their name, Babiruss, actually means, of all things, the pig deer in Indonesia. And you can see they have really slender legs compared with the feet of the wild boar. And they also have these tusks that actually come up through the skin. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. I don't know what to do about that light. I don't even know where it's coming from. So, and basically it's the males that both sexes have tusk, but the males are known to have these big round horns on their head. You can find Babirusses at the San Diego Zoo, the Audubon Zoo, the Cincinnati. So these are the zoos that you can see them in. You can see these guys at the San Antonio Zoo, Brevard Zoo, Zoo Miami, Zoo Tampa, Jacksonville Zoo, Oklahoma City Zoo, and a few others around the country. And so, yeah. Which I don't understand, because I don't believe so. I know Los Angeles also has them, and the London Zoo has them. And I think I'm not certain, but I'm thinking it's the same. Sometimes the European zoos, yeah, even the European zoos have this guy, the Northern Sulawesi Babiruss. You might find these animals along rivers or around wetland areas where they can sort of have wallows. Yeah, I think I mentioned that one already. I'm not finding what I was hoping to find. So these guys, the large tusk are actually canine teeth that sort of poke through. And they penetrate the top of the snout. And then they have these tusks here. So this guy, a lot of my figures, you can actually tell if you have some clues as to the sexes of them. This is a male. Only the males have them coming through the snouts. So hunting and deforestation are the main issues facing these animals. But what in the world is being done to save them? I suppose so. I would imagine if they continue to grow, they could pierce through another part of it. So, zoos in Indonesia and around the world are engaged in captive breeding, which is helping to maintain, as long as records are kept, It helps to maintain the genetic diversity of the population. They also are setting up camera traps. That helps them keep track of animals. They're also doing fecal analysis. So what they'll do is they'll go out into the forest, they'll gather up some poo, and they will look at it to see what are they eating. Now, these guys are an omnivore, so they're going to be out there eating plant matter and animal matter as well. Of course, when we see this with every animal that we talk about in this series, education is huge. Very, very important. Anti-poaching. So they have rangers set up, and their job is, of course, to stop poachers, but they also rehabilitate injured animals and confiscated animals. They are in the process in some areas of restoring forest land and rivers too. Indonesia has laws set up to protect the Babirussa. And again, remember that palm oil is such a big issue in these areas because of the land that it takes to do that. So make sure if you're buying an item that has palm oil in it that you look for that seal that says it is certified sustainable palm oil, and you buy the products that are, and that is going to help to save them. And of course, getting the people that live in these areas, getting them to support conservation as well. So those are very, very big things that are super important. Now, they are considered to be an animal that has the biggest need out of all the pig species for immediate conservation measures. Being an island animal, to a certain extent, means that they are in bad shape. One of the things that happens is people will set traps for one animal, but another animal gets in the way and it gets trapped. So that is an issue as well. The Bronx Zoo and the St. Louis Zoo are also working with these animals. These guys are they're actually really good swimmers as well. In human care, they can live for up to 24 years and can live basically for 12 years in the wild. Again, if you want to help Babirussa populations, look for those super important ingredients like the palm oil. Look for things like oh, I lost it. Go to a zoo that has Babirussa, and your entry fee does help to go towards conservation efforts. So you can do that. And we'll see what else comes up. So basically, they're saying that the strategy and action plan for conservation, um, good question. Yes, as far as I know. Yes. Based on what I can see, yes. So to increase the control of poaching, illegal trade by improving security and law enforcement and public awareness. So those are things that are being done. Another thing that gets them killed are these tusks. And that's basically it's not so much. I know some of the tribes in that area will use these tusks in decoration. So that is possible that that plays a role. But yeah, just be aware of the animal helps too. Spreading the word greatly helps also. I do apologize for earlier. I don't like losing stuff. Ay, ay, ay. So, are there questions or comments about it? I'm going to shift gears if I can. And going to tell you what is coming up next week. Next week on this channel, we are looking at, yeah, yes, it does. So does commercial logging, illegal logging, developments, human developments, because humans need places to live, and so they chop down the forest to have places to live. Yeah. Next week we are looking at the herbivore dinosaurs. I can't think tonight. Yeah, so we'll be looking at dinosaurs that are plant eaters next week. 7:00. And then the week after that, November 7th, we're going to do dragons in my collection. So hopefully, if you like dragons, that'll be a good night to come in and check it out. So October 31st, herbivore dinosaurs, and November 7th, dragons in my collection. November 7th. We do have a trivia night in November. November 28th, we are doing venomous creatures. So that'll be a thing. And again, I am sorry. I'm going to have to figure out how. So I have a page or something in a secret spot near my table that I can have passwords. No, I'm gonna, well, my thing is I have to have time to get it ready. What I might do is switch dragons and dinosaurs. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I'm going to go because I have not had dinner yet. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you, Carol. Sorry for the issues. Do we have somebody new coming into the channel? Make sure that you if you learned something tonight, click the like button. The reason we push that like pushing button, the reason we push clicking on the like button is it helps people find the lives and the channel. So make sure that you're clicking that because it does help. It really does. We will be coming out with a new series. It'll come out officially December 19th, and it's called Conservation Success Stories. And our first one is going to be the bald eagle. We may not do a super lot of those just because. But have a good evening. I will see everybody later. Remember to never give up on yourself. Always keep learning. And keep reaching for your goals. So important. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great rest of your week.